Hey guys, it's Roxanne from RoxanneLynch.com. Hey, how's it going in your world? How's it going in your world today? All right, we were just chatting about earlier this week about Facebook groups. The power that we truly have when we're networking, engaging, contributing and collaborating, and definitely try to have that more stand out and shine online attitude when it comes to using Facebook groups. So I want to share with you some of the best tips and tricks that we've been sharing with our team, okay? Because this is what I love to do. I love to share ideas. I love to share some inspiration and empowerment, some tips and tricks and solutions to what I call the sunny side of life. And today we want to talk about Facebook groups. So the very first thing when we're thinking about Facebook groups is most of us are very familiar with the more spammier type groups where people just post and pray, where they just post their stuff and then they're gone and they post into the next groups, okay? And I want to share some really quick insights on that one too. But first of all, let's start from the beginning, okay? When we go to Facebook groups, we're usually doing it for a few reasons, right? We're looking for more sales and more signups. We're looking for more women to take advantage of our products, our business, or our services, right? But what has to happen first, okay? Just like in real life, bumping into new friends, just like meeting new pen pals on Facebook, sisters across the globe, knowing that Facebook has no borders, how can we use Facebook groups to do the same thing, but very, very swiftly? So there's a couple bit of homeworks that I always share with my team, and I want to share some with you because whether you're in my team within social retail taking advantage of our 90-day run or your own beloved business, these tips are very useful and very applicable. So for the first is your homework, okay? Your very first solution tip is to become friends with the admin, okay? Making sure that when you go to join a group, so many of them have the questionnaire, fill them out. Okay, that matters. That means that you're thinking about them first. You want to be that woman that has something to give, okay? So make friends with the admins. Find out who those admins are and, send them a message saying like, hey, I've heard about your fabulous group. I would love to be a participant. I'm excited about sharing some great things that are going on in my world, okay? So make friends, all right? Send out that little message of filling in the information, okay? The second tip when it comes to your prep work is cheering on other people's posts. Now, I know that you're kind of wondering like, Roxanne, why should I cheer on other women's posts? Why should I even bother to send a congratulations to a stranger because, they come out with a new product or they just ranked up in their business? The thing is like I said it from the beginning, people are usually interested in what's in it for me. All right, we want to be a little bit different. We're going to get some different results, I promise you. So cheer on other people's posts. Send those little thank you notes. When was the last time you got a thank you note? Okay, imagine how wonderful that would be for that person to receive a thank you note from you saying like, hey, thank you for sharing that blog post. It was absolutely amazing. I got a lot of goodness out of it. Thank you for making me think. Okay, send thank you notes. When you read a blog post or you read a live or listen to a live video or you catch someone's YouTube, send a thank you note if you got some value. Okay, that is going to make great friendly relations. Okay, so the last tip when it comes to prep and homework is add value. Before you post in that group, how about you contribute something? How about you add some goodness to something? And, maybe it is your own blog post or it is a couple tips and tricks that you've learned and you're excited to share. You're not looking for a call to action. You're not wanting them to buy your stuff or join your team or this is on sale. You just want to add value. You want to contribute and you want to add goodness. So those are our 3 prep steps. Oh my gosh, on our Sunday is really remember that we just have to be prepared first. We want to give what we want to receive first. So be friendly, be that cheerleader, be that connector, be that collaborator, and give value and goodness, okay? So that is the first step when you're coming into new groups for a reason, because the reason is eventually we want to do more sales, we want to increase our service contributions, we want more signups within our business, but some things have to happen first, okay? So now it's your turn. Now you've done your homework. Now you've kind of paved the way for, 5 days, 7 days. Give it a week of contributing to that group, commenting and liking on other people's posts, cheering on other people. Now it's your turn, okay? Now you've given, and the universe has that reciprocation thing going on. So now it's your turn to give a tip of where you are actually adding some sunshine and adding some extra value with a call to action at the end of it, okay? Because we know that women are touchy-feely creatures. We know that we need to connect in a way that we are imagining what another woman is struggling with, okay? Imagining what another woman's pain points are. It could be, weight loss. It could be, maybe some fine lines and wrinkles. Maybe it's a woman that doesn't know how to apply her makeup properly. Maybe it's dressing and jewelry accents to feel more confidence, all those kind of things. So give some ideas and some tips and saying like, hey, if you need more information on how to strategize within your wardrobe, reach out to me. I do all kinds of free coaching calls every week. Give something, okay? Before you just go to sell something, how about you give, all right? Say like, hey, I've got 5 tips of the best carbs that you should be eating. If we're working on low carb, these are the 5 foods. I wrote out a cheat sheet for you. If you want my cheat sheet, just drop yes please in the comments and I'll give you my cheat sheet of the 5 lowest, best, healthiest carbs if we're going to be eating carbs within our diet. So give solutions to the struggles. Give that hope, give that sunshine, okay? And then what happens is when women reach out to you because you've been giving, then it's totally normal that they say, okay, yeah, I'm happy to see what she's got going on. It's never awkward, it's never salesy and spammy then to send that person a friend request and say like, hey, how's it going? Great way to grow your circle. In the meantime, you've already been growing your credibility, you're growing your trust, you're growing your likability, you're growing that rapport and that influence, and you're becoming the go-to person, okay? So Facebook groups, because most of us have memberships within other Facebook groups, but not very many of us have Facebook groups where we actually have a presence of thousands, okay? Maybe a couple hundred, maybe a couple thousand, but a lot of our larger groups have great ability to grow your circle, okay? So that is the very first one. The next tip is to follow the theme of the day. A lot of these value-added groups where you have a theme of the day, that's when we get to follow the rules of the group, play fair, and give something good, okay? We all have something to give. Sometimes we think that we have no value, but you have a story, you have something of meaning, and you yourself have gone through some struggles to get to the sunshine. So share those struggles so you can pave the way to someone else's sunshine. As you have been poured into and given goodness, now's the opportunity for you to give back into the community, okay? So now let's hop into some of the groups when we're talking about how to grow your circle. Just grow your friendship circle, knowing that a lot of us, we know to grow a larger business, to have a wider scope of clientele that want to take advantage of your service, your products, we have to be growing our friendship circles all the time, right? So the last group, okay, we know that there's hundreds of them, if not, well, more than that, hundreds of thousands of groups out there that are the pitch and the pray, where you just post and you pray that someone comes across your message and they reach out to you, they drop a like or a thumbs up, and you're just hoping for a connection, hoping for a sale, or hoping for a new teammate. So how can we use those kind of groups to grow our circle, okay? We know that every one of us has been amazing customers to other women in their businesses. I know that right now I have some Mary Kay products on my face. I have some unique products on my face. I have some Roden and Fields on my face. I've got some social retail stuff within my body, on my hair, in my skin, within my liquid collagen. We are amazing customers to other women. So, I've got Tupperware in my cupboard. So we think about this. So how can you be a cheerleader within those groups? This is the same thing. You can go there and say like, oh my gosh, I remember that Hawaiian Ginger Avon perfume. My grandma used to buy Avon stuff for me all the time for my birthdays or for my Christmas. It's like, yeah, my auntie used to sell Tupperware. I said, I still have those little plastic travel camping shakers, in the bowls with all the lids, and they come in so many fabulous colors now. If you leave a message like that on any of those salesy, spammy group posts, someone's going to reach out to you, send you a friend request, and try to sell you something, okay? You might not be interested in buying their product, but you can be a cheerleader. That costs nothing, and it goes a long ways to be building friendships, okay? So that's a great way that you can grow your circle. You can grow your influence, trust, and credibility by just being a cheerleader in other women's lives. You know why? It's because a lot of people aren't doing it, okay? That seems to be abnormal when we think about we should give and do things before we expect them to come back to us, okay? So this is something that we've been sharing with our team because we all know that we want to be growing our circles. Okay, so what about growing our influence and credibility when it comes to non-business type groups, okay? Because we know that, you know, not everyone who's in network marketing wants to buy your leggings. We actually want people that aren't in network marketing to buy our products. Makeup, leggings, skincare, all that kind of stuff, right? So if we're thinking about that, how can you grow your friendship circles and grow some influence and likability and trust so they will feel comfortable to reach out and ask you questions in the non-network marketing groups, okay? You guys know I love to travel, okay? I got gypsy feet, I admit that, thank goodness. I am a digital gypsy and I can work my social retail business on my phone. My husband and I love to go traveling to Cuba. We love to go on airplanes, and every year we take at least 3 weeks, if not more, on our motorbikes. Yes, I have my own motorbike, and we travel across Western Canada and the United States. So I belong to, and I love lilies. You guys know that I'm a flower child. So I actually belong to home and gardening groups. I actually belong to a lily group. I actually belong to like a homesteaders group, because you guys knew that I grew up, well, some of you guys know. If you don't know, I'm a country girl. I grew up for most of my childhood with no running water or electricity. You know, I was 3 miles to the bus stop. No, I'm not lying. 3 miles, okay? On my pony. I would ride my pony and my brother would ride his pedal bike. I'm part of a lot of different groups. Same thing. I add value. I contribute. I make conversation. And when those women connect with me and we're commenting back and forth, again, it's not weird to send a friendship request to them and keep on talking. People do it all the time on Facebook. You know, you go to different markets and you can give out your phone. It's like, hey, you know, my grandma used to give this stuff to me. Send me a friend request, and give them your phone on Facebook and they will send you a friend request. I make anywhere from 3 to 5, sometimes more friends every day, naturally, organically, without feeling weird that I'm sending a stranger prospect, because we're connected. We're communicating, we're building that likability and that trust and that credibility, and that's where your sense of influence will come, when people will feel comfortable asking you more questions and knowing that we need to grow our friendship circles to grow our business. It's just natural. We have to grow our circle of connections to grow our businesses effectively and efficiently over the long term, unless you're just a hobbyist. If you're just a hobbyist and you don't want to grow your friendships, you only want to make a little bit a month, that's okay. The world makes all kinds, and congratulations. If you're happy, be happy. If you want more, we have to step up our game a little bit, okay? If you guys got some value, just definitely share, drop your comments, and I look forward to seeing you guys all on the sunny side of life.